Casey Stearns, Isiah Thomas, Kevin McHale. Game Time Live. We've got lots coming up. Spurs and Jazz and the Auto Trader pregame coming up in just a bit. We'll get all the different storylines. What's going on, boys?
We good.
This Tuesday night gig is cushy, man.
Well, especially since you're here.
Oh, please.
Yeah, Case, you're going to just bring us home. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Well, we didn't even start yet. So let's never look at the finish line, kids, before you started the race. And maybe that's what we could say about Markelle Fultz's career so far.
Yes.
Because at the start, it looked like it was going to be a fantastic story. It's been muddled with all sorts of different things. And now the latest, that he has an issue with thoracic outlet syndrome. Now, this is a shoulder injury that a lot of pitchers have. I was talking to you guys about this. I've seen from Josh Beckett to Matt Harvey, a lot of aces who throw, have torque on pitches over years, requires surgery for many. In this case, they're saying, or the Sixers are now physical therapy. But kind of like another one of those Fultz chapters where you say, huh?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's a big old word that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
And when you say syndrome, does that mean that it's psychological, or does that mean that they have to go in and do something to the shoulder surgically?
I know I look like Clooney's character on ER, but I have no idea.
No, but
they're saying physical therapy, no surgery.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it's physical therapy and it's mental, then this is something that he can overcome, and we're hoping that this is something that he does overcome. But again, and Kevin and I have talked about this before. When you're the #1 pick in the draft, that comes with a lot of pressure on it, and thus far, the pressure and him being the #1 pick, it hasn't paid off for Philadelphia.
And they're trying to have it pay off now with validity of an injury, because everybody was saying it was a mental situation, whatever you want to call it. This from Woj from the Raymond brothers. He says, people were saying it was a mental problem. It's not. There's no way you're the #1 pick in the world all of a sudden, not able to consistently raise your arms to shoot, something physically wrong. Now we have the answer to that problem. Are you buying?
No, not totally. Does that make you do this with the ball when you shoot a free throw? Throw it between. What is that? Your shoulder is involved in some shooting, but it's not like a pitcher. I can understand the pitcher throwing 98 miles an hour over the top, his shoulder bothering him. When I watched him play, he just seemed like he lost all confidence. I saw him go to enter the ball in the post one time. He's dribbling up on the right side. He picked the ball up, and he took 2 steps. And he got traveling, and he looked at the ref and I went I'm not sure whatever the shoulder syndrome you called it. I'm not sure if that causes you to travel when you're trying to enter the ball in the post. He looks like he's overwhelmed by it. Just me, then I don't know. I hope it's the shoulder. I hope it gets fixed. I hope the kid plays great, But he looks to me like the league's overwhelmed him. And he just can't find his rhythm at all. And they're saying it's a shoulder issue, but man, like I said, that shoulder issue doesn't make you travel trying to enter the ball to post. So I'm going to wait and see.
You guys have been there, so I want to put president and GM hat on for a second, player off. The prevailing thought, we talked about it earlier tonight off the air, is that if it's something physical, right, Zeke, then maybe it's easier to move him because you think it's something you can fix. If you're an opposing team who might have interest in Fultz, if he was the guy we saw in college, does this make you feel any different hearing this news?
The price is low, right? If you're another team and you're bargain hunting, right, you're saying, okay, this is some guy that maybe I can take a chance on. I go back, I look at him in high school and college, and I say, okay, maybe I'll give you, 50 cents on the dollar for it. But I'm not going to give you the high price that you was looking for before, with this injury coming out. So if I'm an opposing team, if I'm one of those teams that's looking to gamble, he may be someone that you can gamble on and saying 2 years from now or a year from now, he may turn out to be something, but I'm not giving up a lot to get him.
Yeah, I agree. I think, as the #1 pick in the draft, Mercedes-Benz. He right now is at Chevrolet prices. So, he's going to have to just understand that they're just not going to get as much as they want in Philly for him. But again, I want to get back to, I'm hoping the kid solves whatever issue he has and plays, because this league is very hard on young players. You come in as a young guy, and for some reason they think they watch their TV as a kid growing up. They think it's going to be easy. They come in the league and and some guys, Zeke, you and I talked about this. We got in the league. There's some guys I didn't even know their name were just kicking my butt. My rookie year, I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And McHale looked at me and said, Rook, that guy was an All-American 7 years ago. Now he's got 7 years of NBA experience. That's why he's kicking your ass.
Yeah,
and I went like, oh, everybody's really good. He looks overwhelmed to me. I hope that he can just kind of relax, get himself in a situation where he can